So really overextension doesn't really concern me as much unless in the weekly time frame it has really hit a strong and obvious horizontal levels. Then I might be cautious about it. So with that, I'll be sharing my screen. Oh, what am I looking at there? Right, so with that, the top of my list that I really wanted to trade is the Swiss franc. Yeah, so you can see on the Swiss index is that price has clearly broken off a horizontal level. This is a really strong levels. Even that, I think mid this year, I also highlight this level. Once price break, very nice. So now price has indeed break and it has performed a retest. Bear in mind that I'm on the weekly time frame. So on the daily and 4 hour, it will even look nicer for the chart. So Swiss to me is actually the strongest of this week that I should be trading. Coincidentally, Swiss is always linked to gold on the fundamental side, so there might be some relation there. Now, the next on my list is actually the British pound. It's displaying the very same setup, exactly the same setup as the Swiss. Yeah, just not as nice, but exactly the same setup. Price has broke. In fact, 2 weeks back, over a bit, and then last week I will consider that a retest on the weekly chart. Yeah, so these two are actually on my list to trade. Now, on the other hand, the euro is actually trending really very nicely. I don't see any horizontal levels on the way. So my opinion is that euro should still be rising, but really in time for a retracement of sorts. I still have ample space to move up. I think, yeah, from the 4 hour chart, 1 hour chart, we do have plenty of space to trade it. Yeah. So the Aussie also displays the same tendency. You can see that a lot of charts are actually having a weekly break and retest. Yeah, very nice to trade. Yeah, which has a very clear-cut direction that we can actually make use of. Now, on the other hand, the yen, now this is a bit finicky. In fact, I will actually agree with Alexis that on a weekly, we can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bar. It has trending 6, very nice trending bar. Last week was an inside bar. Yeah, so I can classify this as a trend, but it is fast hitting another horizontal level that is that it has displayed in the past. As such, the coming week ahead, it might be in a huge range instead of a very nice trending move that we have. Now, doesn't mean that we can't trade it, we can't, but I'll treat it more as a breakout move instead of a usual trend trading occurrence. Now, the Kiwi, I'm reluctant to trade Kiwi. Price is really hitting into a nice looking horizontal level. I have no intention of trading straight into a horizontal level. Neither do I want to do a reversal. As such, the Kiwi, I'll leave it out of my list to trade. USD is really still diving. It has performed a deep dive ever since October. So it's still diving down. Frankly speaking, it might be reaching the end of its dive. Seasonally, I do understand from Inslee that it might be hitting the end of it at the end of December, or we shall see where it goes. As for technicals is concerned, for me is that it still have ample space to actually go down to continuously to weaken. Last on my list is actually the Canadian index CAD. Same like the dollar, it is still doing a dive, just that it is not so one-dimensional. Yeah, so it is the weakest of my lot, the USD and the CAD. So this is where our trading opportunity comes in. We can trade the strongest and the weakest. So I'm pairing the CAD and Swiss. Very nice downtrend movement. You can see that it has very weak retracement. Yeah. So for the CAD Swiss, I'm just waiting for a simple retracement back to previous low, and then I'm prepared to short it. Next on my list is actually pound dollar. Now pound dollar is a bit wavy. Yeah, so hence I'm waiting for a standard break and retest. Now the next on my list is that I tend to trade those in the middle of my list as a breakout movement. Now, although I term it as breakout, but the same kind of setup, I'll still wait for it. So Euro Yen, I'm waiting to trade both sides. Just waiting for price to give me a very clear break and retest of either the top horizontal level or the bottom support level. Yeah. I don't particularly see this as a very strong downtrend. Yeah. Price to me is really just in a really messy environment. As such, I'm willing to trade a breakout when it happens. Yeah, so these are the 3 currencies I'm waiting to trade for the upcoming week ahead. That's all for me, Paul.